I had a family once. I had a life. Now all I have is a mission to finish PAX Corpus for the PlayStation 1. Hello, Charky. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, Cass.
Hello.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to part 2 of our PAX Corpus playthrough. This is the show in which we play PAX Corpus, the Æon Flux game that wasn't. Was almost, but is no longer. How'd that happen? Where we last left off, does anyone remember what the plot in this game is? Is that even a factor?
There was a mind-wiping system called the PAX Corpus. I believe it was just called that. That made you into a servant or something, I think. And some lady who is your main lady's love interest got trapped in it or something. And now she's evil, but her spirit from beyond was like, you gotta stop this. You gotta stop this thing and stop D. And we stopped the PAX Corpus. We destroyed one of them. There's two of them. We destroyed one of them. And now we're going to destroy the other one and put a stop to the lady. I think that's what happened. How right am I?
That's an incredible recall, if it's true, if it's right, if you were correct.
that's about it, honestly.
I couldn't remember anyone's names, but
yeah, don't worry. That's because there's not much talking in this game. There's not much dialogue, which I guess is true to the first 2 seasons of Æon Flux, the animated series, which were told silently, which is to say no dialogue, and they just couldn't shut them up in the 3rd season as they wax philosophical. So I'm still a little sick. Don't mind me. Mostly over it. Well enough to bring this game, this epic saga, to a conclusion. But before we get to that bit of business, before we go raiding the PAX Corpus facility, whatever they're calling it in the game, I certainly can't recall, we should first polish off a bit of turkey stream snack.
Tonight's stream snack is Oreo Selena Gomez. Now, despite the name, I don't think it's flavored like Selena Gomez. It is inspired by, I guess, her favorite flavors or something. I don't know. They just put her name on it. But it's...
Whatever you can do to not crinkle the plastic directly into the microphone would be greatly appreciated.
These things are
I'm
super...
an ASMR enjoyer. I'm into it.
Things are super crackly. But, chocolate wafers and a cinnamon cream filling. And it's actually very, very good. I don't think I could eat a bunch of these. And I can only find them in packs of, like, totaling up to 20. So, yeah, I can't eat a bunch of them even if I want to. But, yeah, they're pretty good. Tonight's drink is Ghost Iced Tea Lemonade. I don't think I've had this one on the show before. Now, Cass, I'm sorry, but I am going to open this directly into the microphone and create a sound that is not my voice right there.
That's fine. It's just when you're talking, when there's ambient noise, it fucks with your audio quality.
It does, yeah, a bit.
All right. Anyway, yeah, iced tea, lemonade, Ghost. Give it a try.
And I'm just drinking my Monster on the mend.
Oh, not good. Huh. Not good. What's wrong with this? What is wrong with this? This doesn't taste... I guess it kinda does taste like an iced tea, but it's not a very good one.
You said it was an iced tea and lemonade? Or...
Yeah, which I like.
Maybe
I like
they
an
fucked
Arnold
up.
Palmer.
Maybe it's meant to taste like Arnold Palmer, not the drink, but the person, and then they got like a few signals messed up there.
It almost tastes like... I don't know. It almost tastes like detergent in a way. Like some sort of like product you'd have to like keep moths out of your linens or something. Something's fucked up about this flavor. I'm not liking it.
Laundry
the cookies
sauce.
are way better. So Cass, you already said what you're having. Johnny, what are you having?
Well, I've got my coffee. I've also got a cool drink, got some water. But I did have a little outing today, you know, carpe diem, as they say. I went to a Starbucks, and I have a pumpkin brownie. Is it pumpkin flavored, or does it just have a pumpkin shape on the front? Let me find out.
Now, were you crinkling that plastic into the microphone to annoy Cass specifically, or is that an accident?
That's an accident. Also, it's paper.
Okay.
Because, you know, I have to be on brand. Yeah, it's just a brownie, but it's got a cute pumpkin design on the front.
Is that a pumpkin spice brownie?
No, but I did have a pumpkin spice latte today.
How'd that treat you?
That was amazing. Had a great white girl outing today.
You know, I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I'd
right.
probably enjoy it. I just never got around to it.
Yeah,
You like nutmeg? They're good.
I like
I
nutmeg
think
well
that
enough. Not as much as Townsend's, but, you know, who does?
I think that will do it for Chucky's Stream Snack.
Thank you kindly. Well, with that business squared away, cut to the 4x3 screen, and let's just get this game up and running, why don't we? Any moment now.
So I will mention from the top here, since last stream, I'm a changed man. I've seen things I cannot unsee. Specifically, I've seen all of Æon Flux now. Every
How'd
little
that
bit of
treat
it.
you?
Oh, it's an amazing show.
Yeah,
I should have
yeah,
watched
it
it
is.
earlier.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, it's a
fucking
great
great.
show.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched the movie, and it was worse than I remembered. This game, without the license, has more to do with Æon Flux than that movie.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Now, do you have the password with the time stopper that we left off on?
No, I mean, I guess we have the save state. I guess I don't know why I'm going to password
do.
when I can just do this.
All right.
So one thing I will mention is the specific episode this game's based on, the Demiurge. When you find out what the Demiurge is in that, as opposed to the Pax Corpus, this game makes a bit more sense. The Demiurge are these like mythical deity-like beings, similar to like Indian mythology, blue, you know, like third eye or multiple eyes, that seem to kind of take over people's will and make them, you know, like see God or whatever. And that's the thing that Æon's fighting against. Yep, typical. Oh, it's just like the show.
That's right, we have double jump in this game, right?
Yes. So, when you see that, it's like, oh, okay. You can see what they slotted in and how it would have made way more sense as like this weird godlike object and not just a nebulous mind control device.
I feel like it was very clear that you were just standing on thin air when you made that one jump. Like, we've been seeing it the whole playthrough.
Yeah.
God, the camera is so bad for this. I need to reset it by pressing L1, which goes in the first-person view, constantly, so that I have a sense of where I'm meant to be jumping.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to be very particular with the timing on the double jump, otherwise this becomes a single jump.
Classic era of before camera control, you just had a reset to back button. Oh, also having watched Æon Flux, they barely changed anything in this game to make it a original IP. In fact, I swear the office in the CG cutscene with the evil lady is the same as Trevor Goodchild's office in the show.
Would not shock me. I mean, look at our fucking protagonist, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Whoops. I swear I didn't mean to walk off the ledge there. Should I use the time stop here? Something tells me.
I wonder what the time stop... I mean, okay. I wonder how the time stop weapon in this game functions, like what it all does. Because this is optional. You might, in fact, only have the 5 shots of it. Can you crawl? Can you... Okay. So maybe
Yeah, my
rewind
timing
before you
was
use
just
it.
off. Which sucks. It should just... They should know what you're trying to do here.
I wonder if there is enough space to do it.
Oh my god, what's worse is that there's a delay. Do you see it? There's a
Yeah.
So I'm gonna press the triangle button now. I'm gonna press it. 3, 2, 1. Now we go through this animation, and then time stops.
The thing is, I'm looking at this thing. I'm wondering if you even have enough clearance. Even if
No, you
time it.
probably don't. Is the truth. But if I had like a
You know how
cool
you would be able to
roll-
tell is if you were to walk under it and get yourself killed. That would mean you'd have enough clearance.
Yeah, the fact you're
Yeah.
not just instant dying from being this close to it, it means you can't get that way. Or at the very least, it's the game being fair.
Yeah, I think the game is just saying like, don't do this.
Then why would they put a room behind it?
Let me. You know what? I'll check the guide.
They got the rare boys from England to make that one area.
Jesus Christ, this camera.
No, I don't see the guide saying anything here about even potentially using the thing.
Well, okay. Well, you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter after all. I guess we found our way to the other side.
Aha, world building. Oh, and last thing, I'll definitely get more into this when we finish the playthrough. But you know, having seen the show, I don't know if this would have been the best genre and style to represent the show either.
I think a visual novel maybe have been
Your
better.
fate will be sealed,
And
Superman.
we'll get into it. And then, you know, granted the IP got changed, but barely changed in my opinion. So
Can I not pick this
yeah,
up?
you probably already have one, so you need to use the one you have, and then
Is that the
you can
healing
pick that
item?
one
Is
up.
that what that is?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that thing.
Energy.
Yeah, that's it. You only have one at a time.
Energy.
Such bullshit.
Kind of needlessly cruel.
I mean, that's the story of this game, isn't it?
Yeah. I have a question for you, because you were talking about like the behind the back and like recentering camera. How well do you think you would function in real life if you had to view yourself from a third-person camera view?
Well, not very
Oh.
well at all.
You know what? Maybe my survival horror tank control thing would actually help there.
Well, I mean, there's two ways you could do this, right? You could do like the survival horror fixed camera angles, which would be the absolute nightmare. Or you could have floating behind the back,
Yeah.
sorta, and rotating around, sort of stuff.
Which
I am pretty sure I have seen, not personally, but I've seen YouTube videos where they actually test this out.
oh yeah.
Just have a drone and have some more glasses.
Well, yeah, before that was something YouTubers could do. There was like an art project someone did where they put someone in this. It basically is like a Minecraft Steve cosplay.
I should talk about this part, by the way. This is our
Uh-huh.
level select for the next couple areas. So,
Weird time to introduce a
you-
hub.
So every time you activate that thing, it'll change what door opens in a circle. So only one at a time. Basically, if you just do it in order, then you're doing mission level 2, then 3, then 4. So you might as well go into here.
Duly noted.
And this is going to be where we start to get to where the game splits if you want to get the actual ending or not. Which I might as well describe. There are 2 items in Mission 5 that you need to collect. If you get them, you move on to Mission 6. If you don't get either of them or only get one of them, then the game just ends at the end of this mission.
And they don't do anything to notify you of this or signify it or otherwise disclose to you that this is a system at play.
Don't think so. Also, I'd be very interested to see what this item looks like. I know exactly where it is, but
You've heard
the
tell
guide
of it,
just
but yeah.
the guide just refers to it as a logo. So I'm hoping it literally is just the words like PAX Corpus floating in the air like a PlayStation 2 memory card icon.
Or it might be the play sign plus lady sign logo.
I was gonna say
think
we're
that
having
was
like a real
explosive.
Batman Dark Tomorrow situation here where there's, you know, endings tied to things they have not briefed you on. At least that was the popular rumor mill. It turns out they did. If you watch our Batman Dark Tomorrow playthrough, they vaguely hint at that system being at play. But this one might be a true case of no disclosure. I got hurt a lot.
Frankovic, you did, yeah. Frankovic chat mentions they did hint at the cutscene before this level that you shouldn't try to destroy the launch site. So that could be the hint.
I don't know how that would be the hint.
Yeah, but I have to see.
The little bit I know about what's about to happen, I don't know how that's the hint.
Mega Blast.
What's that about?
You know what we haven't used a lot of? The secondary
weapons.
Yeah.
You might want to save the... Well, let's say you might want to save those for boss fights and stuff.
Yeah, I'll have them equipped, though.
Oh, sure, yeah.
In case that boss fight happens spontaneously.
Okay,
oh, don't tell me this is a maze.
No, it's not.
Oh, thank God. Small miracles.
Walking down a hallway with one little nook and going, oh God, it's a maze.
I mean...
I'll be lost forever.
Would you put it past this game?
No,
no. We've already had...
I'm just saying, I like the idea of walking down the hall, seeing one closet and going like, oh fuck, a maze. Like in real life.
I mean, that's how I live my life. In constant fear.
By the way, you're in the area now with the item.
Okay.
So, let's see. That. I think. Jump up. Double jump up, rather. You see that? That's one of the two things you need to get the real ending.
Yippee.
Well, I'm glad we got it. I guess it wasn't completely out of the way.
I
will say, though,
what
that
else you need to do here.
if you didn't jump up on there,
Wrong
you would
button.
not have seen there was an item there. You would have had to have gone to like this camera view to have seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you want me to get up here, game? There we go.
So, I think the entirety of this mission was just to get here to get that item. Because you can just leave now. This is where you started.
Yep. Can I leave the way I came in initially?
Yes. I believe that is how you... That might be how you leave all of these sections coming up.
Well, unfortunately, first we still need to get out of here. Can I break these boxes open? No. Well, then all I can do is try to... Ah, here we go.
There you go. Okay. Now, just progress.
Notice they don't have the glowy green light on this thing, even though you can interact with it. It's a bit weird.
What I think is weird is that these aren't bespoke Never mind.
Yeah, I kind of knew how they were going to do it. When I saw the room, like, oh, okay, I got it.
The other one let you just walk through. So considering that entire place didn't really have a point other than get you the
Detected. Security activated.
optional item, I wonder what the rest of these things are going to do to make it look like progress is happening.
Okay. First of all, now we know we can just pop these pills and...
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I almost feel like a rewind would be easier here.
Yeah, no, I think I might be stuck. That might have been an unwinnable situation I put myself into there.
Yeah, it's just funny having now seen the show and seeing what Æon's
Assholes.
movement's capable of and how little she's capable of doing in this game.
Good God. Get right into it. You know, there's an invincibility code for this game, but it doesn't make you impervious to lasers knocking you down.
Oh, of course
So if you got here like that, you would just be soft-locked, I think.
If I could crawl or roll or do anything...
You know, like Æon does.
Training room. Intrusion detected. Security activated.
Okay.
Why do I not see anything in the guide about this level, like saying like, so there's these asshole lasers here. Are we not in?
I pressed the jump button and all the lasers killed me at once.
Okay, the only thing I have on here is the map says, this map of the training area is significantly to scale,
Oh.
probably 80%.
Oh, we're not in the right area. This is go back. We're in the wrong
is-
place.
Well,
I guess
what's
this
the
is
deal with this place
5-4.
then?
You need to come back here later with an item.
Okay.
Okay, this
So
map
those-
isn't. Let me. I think I just misread part of the. Yeah, it doesn't go counterclockwise in terms of what door is what. So press it again, and you'll unlock Area 3, the real Area 3.
What a
is
mean
annoying,
room
is
that
that-
was.
Well, this is going to be also mean because when you come back to go to Area 4, you're going to have to press that button and see that cutscene like 3 times to cycle all the way around.
Oh my god.
It's just,
Yeah, I was wondering, like, why does the guide not say that there's
Yeah.
fucked up lasers here?
see, I feel for the devs because they are trying a lot here to make this feel like expansive, have these multiple paths and more advanced puzzles. It's just, it's not communicator executed.
I feel like Cryo was definitely not for lack of trying in a lot of the stuff they did.
Yeah.
No, trying was not their problem. They tried their hearts out. It's just
Alarm activated. Call for reinforcements.
Did they say something?
yeah. I pressed the button, I rang
we
the
go.
alarm, and then they opened the door to confront me.
I had my volume down low. I thought I heard like dialogue.
Yeah, they said intruder or like alert alarm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they gotta
So no
turn your
lore.
volume up because for all the wonderful
Okay.
dialogue
Oh, I
in
just
this
did.
game, yeah.
I just did.
Oh.
I usually keep it down low. I forgot to turn it up before the stream started.
Cool room.
Oh,
This is just like that episode of Æon Flux where they merge their bodies to get out of the.
yeah.
I don't think she's dead yet. Maybe she is.
Maybe she is. She does seem to have been bisected by that pillar, so.
Why the
Good
static
camera
camera here? What does it
They just
add
love-
here?
Yeah, they just love doing this sometimes.
Ooh. Cool floor.
Yeah, I saw it warp for like a frame.
All I can think of is either this game was meant to use fixed camera angles at some point and they kept some in, or something breaks there with a free camera. And it's like,
Perhaps
oh,
the
well, don't-
floor.
You can't let them. You have to force it.
You know, I've been getting YouTube recommendations for videos that are like, you know, learn how to model 3D graphics in like the Super Nintendo style, specifically talking about like, you know, Donkey Kong or things that use pre-rendered. And videos like learn how to render graphics in the PlayStation 1 style. Do you think we're going to get to a point where like in 10 years or whatever, people are going to be making videos like learn how to make graphics to match that PlayStation 2 style?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're
All
not
this shit's
far off.
cyclical, yeah.
Yeah, we're not far off from that, honestly.
It's just in my mind, like, PlayStation 2, if I don't think too hard about it, PlayStation 2 is like, yep, and that's where graphics stopped, right? We got real then. We saw the bouncer, and that's it.
This is brutal. This seems like it would be the most basic combat encounter, but without the ability to aim your gun from like
Yeah.
a distance, and with how slow like the
Time stop.
dodging is, you know, I think I might have to. I
Yeah.
don't see a better way out of this, unless these missiles are super useful. Let's use the time stop.
I mean, y'all know me. Y'all know my bias. That
I can't melee while we're in time stop.
Well, at least now you're. You shoot.
What?
Sound stop.
No, you only can do like 1 or 2 shots, I think, in the time stop. Oh god, I bet that's the devs being like, oh well, with time stops, you could only ignite 1 shot. So.
Fucking hell.
Well, you have to admit my heart was in the right place.
This is brutal. How do 2 enemies behind, like, chest-high cover, how is this such a problem? How are there no good tools to deal with this? Not even the missile.
Oh,
Yeah, because she locks onto them crouching down. Oh, that might be the strap, because when you're that close, I think it blocks their aim.
there you go.
Whee!
Ay, ay, ay. Love that this game is finding new ways to surprise us in the last half of it.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
I'm the backwards man,
I can flip backwards fast as you can. Wah, wah.
Oh, I forgot she could even do that.
Yeah, it's useless. It didn't get me above those crates when I was trying to escape from that area with the 2 guards. The first time I jumped into it, and I'm like, well, let me backflip out of this.
Are these invincible?
You know, I think they might be.
Alright, well, there's a panel in this room. It's not there. It's on a dais. Well, okay, I'm still correct that there is a panel in this room on a dais.
Well, why did the whole screen fade to black? And also, where are we?
Yeah,
Oh my god, don't tell me we wrapped back around to...
Yes. Alright, so you did not get the thing you needed in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to do the cutscene fade, but in gameplay. Oh, what does that mean? For a brief second, I thought, oh, are we gonna like remote control the robot? And then I was like, oh wait, this is a PlayStation
Door
1
is
game.
locked.
Right, so I activated the robot programming. Oh, that looks new.
Access key.
Huh?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I guess
So-
those events causes that to happen. That's logical. That makes sense.
So, if there were still enemies here, those droids would be fighting for you. Since you did the
How would I have made it into that room without killing those?
thing. Run.
Yeah, I guess you could have ran.
Energy.
Alright, so we came from...
Is there
Yep.
another?
Yep, there's a
Door.
door. Elevator? Wait.
Disguise.
Oh, nice.
So now you can go back to the laser room. That was security.
Yeah. Oh, it's it's kind of cute because I can see which little bits of the show now that bits were probably trying to reference. The stuff with the train.
So did I check what this area is, or is this...
That area is the first area of this level entirely. So that's where you got the item that you needed.
Oh, I can see my sense direction's not good enough. I'm already...
And that's the way forward.
Yeah. Keep a track of this. Just a map would have helped, so, like an in-game map.
Yeah, why didn't they do
Would
that?
have gone leagues.
Even if it's something you have to find like halfway through the level, right? that you like found some terminal and you download the map schematics. Something, anything. Wait, did I use up my... No,
You
I
may want to save that for the way out.
Knockout.
Oh, my disguise doesn't work on these fools?
No, I think this is just they're making you do a training with live ammo now.
Yes.
The ammo wasn't what killed me.
Oh, true.
Yeah, there's collapsible floors.
It's just like Metal Gear Solid 1. Whoa! Whoa! What's...
It's a
What?
simulation. I got it.
Okay, that's awesome.
At least I can
This was
tell where
actually
the
the
collapsible
first-
floors are. I say as I run right into it.
This is actually the first part of the game they programmed, and they just decided, you know what? Instead of fixing this bug, so let's just put it somewhere else
Oh, yeah.
and start over. No, I'm joking.
Unless...
I mean, I do. That has happened in games, though, so I'm a big fan.
Huh?
Hello, Nebulous,
Simulation. Do you
Nebulous
have to
Wolf.
hit all of the circles on the floor to open the door?
God, I hope not.
That or maybe, yeah, that enemy's still alive.
Oh.
Oh, I was worried there.
Now there is still an enemy.
I was right to be worried.
There we go. All right, one. Oh, come on.
Let me figure out what's happening here.
No, I think it's... Wait, no.
The guide says these training rooms are fun.
Hell yeah.
Training successful. Access to next room authorized.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So when you step on a circle, it activates the next group of guards. If you were to step on every circle in a row without killing guards, the room would then be full of guards. So pay attention to that.
Can't help but notice how dark this room is. And I bet it still has tiles we can collapse underneath.
Don't step on multiple. Well,
I thought it'd
Maybe
be
that's not
fun. Maybe it wasn't a good idea.
Oh dear.
Lovely sound effects.
yeah. Apparently, there's a sound bug in this room.
Oh no, I wouldn't have known unless you.
Training successful. Access to next room authorized.
That
It's
wasn't
funny
that bad.
how
That actually it lays credence to my "we fucked this up so bad we decided to put it somewhere else in the
Yeah.
game and start over" theory.
it's funny how sometimes just the circumstances in the walking shooting work out right. You can clear a room like it's nothing, and then other times it's a struggle to do anything with an enemy.
You know, I knock on wood, but thus far, this level's not as painful as I feared it would be. Like when I saw there was 6 bespoke sections, like I was like, this is going to take so long. When I saw like the stream of the guy playing this, like taking like 2 hours to get through this part, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Now,
that's a
luckily,
jump in.
I am incredible.
All right, that's the end of this. So coming up here is section 5. This is the section with the last item that you need to get the true ending. So if you don't want to get it, but you want to come back here to get it later, this would be the place to save state.
Well, in that case, we should probably save state, shouldn't we? So we can be thorough
Yeah,
in our showing
just
off
make
of this
sure-
game.
just make sure that you don't collect the logo. The problem is, I don't know what that thing looked like.
Oh, I'll know it.
Like, it was so nebulous.
I think it was the main game logo. It was at least the same like color and the shape.
It had the
of
play button
background.
in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine real loads constantly.
Imagine this whole playthrough, real hardware would have been a nightmare.
Yes,
Like
I don't fuck
think
with
it's
that shit.
exaggerating to say this would have been a 6-parter, maybe or plus.
Oop, I hear running water. Or I heard running water.
Remember, that's the Pax Corpus poison, guys.
Yep.
Why are they carrying around their own coffins? In case they just drop dead on the spot, I guess.
That
Very-
might be a leftover from a cooler thing that was going to be in the Æon Flux game.
I mean that is a very Æon Flux thing. They'll be like, oh yeah, these you have to carry your coffin around all the time.
Ghosts?
In the shell?
More likely than you think.
This guy's not very effective at attacking. I mean, good defense, horrible offense.
I'm also not sure. He's taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Mix-ups. Doesn't know where you're gonna fly from.
You know, something tells me this guy might not die to the gunfire.
I don't know if you've noticed, but they're getting slightly closer to you. Aha! His defense is his offense.
Oh, this
Showed
is the
you.
boss, by the way, of this level. You've
Oh.
reached the ending.
And I think I see where the thing will appear. Should I have explored
No, actually-
around here? Should I have, did I come in here too early?
So here's the thing. If you just want to not get the bonus ending right now, just go through the door. Just leave. That was
Okay.
the boss. The entire rest... No. In that room with the boss, that was the exit.
What's all this cool stuff, though?
So, yeah,
Pax
you probably go
Corpus.
through the...
Okay, we'll come back
No,
here.
the entire rest of the level is basically devoted to getting the item you need to get the true ending.
Okay, so the game does make it, if not fairly obvious, it definitely guides you in the direction of, hey, you should probably get this. You should probably figure this out. You're gonna know that you didn't do what you needed to do.
Speaking of figuring this out, you're gonna have to kill this boss.
Wait, so I still have to kill the boss?
Yeah. He's immune to all weapons except missiles and blue plasma.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well.
Yeah,
Trying
one
to
missile
figure
kills
out
him.
if he
so-
was a reference to the weird like vibration subspace thing.
According to this guide, his name was the Undertaker.
Dong.
All right, are you ready for the final boss?
Yeah, he was surrounded by coffins, to be fair, so I understand.
Could have used some Katy
Yeah,
Perry music in there. That way I would have really known it was the Undertaker.
I did see the guide mention that there is some sort of computer you can read all the character lore on. I don't know if it's like in-game or just in the menu, though.
It's definitely not in the menu, because there's barely any menus.
I also wonder if it would be in the PC version or not. There are bits of the PC version that do look sick, that do look different than this.
Wait, is this the lady from the cover
This
of
is
the
the
game?
lady. Yep.
Yeah, shoot to the sky. It's the best music for the final, final boss encounter.
This phase, at least this phase, is only vulnerable to hand-to-hand attacks.
Well, that'd be great, except she's flying up in the air the entire time, so...
So she's going to come to you, hover, and then drop down to attack, and that's when you attack. Apparently.
I see her little shadow on the ground. There we go.
Yeah.
You got one hit on her, I think.
Yeah, because only one had the blood come out.
I like getting them in anyway.
Yeah, it does moral damage.
Okay, hold on. I want to be backing up when she touches down, I think.
Yeah, it's a mean way to do it. Oh, excuse me. Considering it's a, an attack that lands and does damage on you.
Okay, now you can shoot. Remember, you have special items, too. And this is the final boss as far as we're concerned for this playthrough, so...
Okay, let me get into a position where I can actually use an item. Or go to my inventory, because you have to bring it up in, real time, sort of. Oh, speaking of time... Huh?
So you froze time as the thing hit you, which froze the hurt box.
Wait, why was I getting
into
up?
you.
Did you see me getting up at the end? Did you see her getting...
Yep. Yes.
You know, something tells me this game's a little janky. I can't
God,
use the time stop because...
Yeah, and this movement engine to be giving you like bullet hell projectiles to dodge. I mean, I guess maybe that crouch, does that dodge these? Yeah, and then you have to wait for time to resume.
And now, time flows.
Yep.
She's gonna eat a missile like the moment time unfreezes. Come on. You missed.
Whoa! You made all the Doritos spawn.
Real final boss.
What happens if it grabs me? I need to know. I thought it was gonna be cool. I thought I was gonna be like stuck in it or something. Like it was going to like I was gonna be absorbed by the rack.
Wow.
Well, if that's the case,
She's
then I was gonna do
beautiful.
this. Oh,
That's
that was
it.
it.
You
Just
beat
one
it.
shot. Okay,
Final
well.
boss.
Now that I don't think, I was trying to think if that could correlate to anything in the show, and I actually don't think it does really.
Access key incomplete. Self-destruction sequence activated.
Ah, that is kind of a hint, that dialogue there. Oh! Well, good thing she got out somehow.
Okay, are we frozen?
Nice try, Callie. You've perhaps stopped my plan, but it's only temporary. Pax Corpus is still alive.
Well, if you didn't hear, Pax Corpus is still alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
somehow Pax Corpus has returned.
Module
I have a feeling,
69, nice. And by the way, here's the character bio stuff. Evidently.
Yeah,
Yeah. I hope you know how to read JPEG artifact
yeah. I'm
or
not sure. If
compression
that-
artifact.
Oh, it's the credits too. Well, there you go.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna play the
Takes a
graphic
long
yet
time.
because this ain't the real ending.
Yeah.
Chair. Panties.
Yeah, I'm really not sure if that cutscene broke or if that was just them being like, well, we can't render a second one, so just.
Do you think she just sits in her room and just blows that little trumpet like, turn, turn, and she's bored? Very special
Special
thanks
thanks.
to.
Yeah. Well, not that special for
Huh?
fans, I guess.
Huh? What? Okay,
What was-
hold
what's
on.
go- So
I see what you're
confusing.
The worst special thanks to screen ever. One frame.
That's all you get, Stephanie Petite or Stefan Petite, and
like
Francis
B-
Perrault
Bart-
for his help. I guess you know.
It's like Bart Simpson trying to prove he's in the credits of the Krusty Show.
Well, there you go. That would be the. Wow, you know, I guess that is technically an ending. It ended.
But is it the ending that we want?
No.
It is, folks. Thank you for joining.
Okay, well.
So now, if you explore this level, eventually you will find. Don't do that. Eventually,
Did
you
you
will
hear
find
that
the
wonderful
logo.
sound though?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I love
That's
it.
the sound of getting your corpus paxed.
Well, sign me up.
You see, because corpus means a body.
We're not doing this bit again.
The two brutes?
Okay, so I can gather that we need to probably gather something, then kill
I
the
need
boss.
a double jump over the pit of pork. Did I say pork capus?
Pork cutlets.
Wait,
Activated.
I remembered.
Oh. The blue stuff did go up it's going up a bit though.
Maybe from that blue thing that's floating in midair there.
Probably.
I mean, it's entirely possible also this entire room is slowly
Yeah, I'm
poisons
thinking
you.
I think it's the room.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh, you can't jump while it's animating. I think we're out of the blue zone. I think that audio cue is meant to signify we're in the clear. Okay.
So yeah, the secret of the missiles in this game seems to be they just seem to kill bosses in one hit.
It's very handy to have. That's still water.
Okay. Yeah.
But we're still under Pax Corpus influence.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna fast
Yep.
forward till
Yep.
I was about to suggest that.
There you go. Yep, there you go.
Platforms activated.
being proactive. Wait, let me see something. Did shooting that one switch open up this door? It sure did. I wonder if we even need to go into that room to see what's in there. I'll do it just to be thorough.
There's
Yeah, let's see past the blue Gatorade.
Oh, you know what? Gotta pick up
Blue plasma.
that blue
There's
plasma.
there's gonna be a guard in a vat you need to shoot, and that's what's gonna reveal the final thing.
I'm assuming this is not the vat. I'm assuming.
Now, it says you need to shoot a vat, so I'm trying to see what.
I think I know how they laid this out. I'm thinking that we'll make progress here and then we'll find it.
Yep, this is the room.
Well, there we go.
What did it say when you picked it up?
Let's find out.
Did it say anything?
It does.
Yeah.
It
Logo 2.
Logo
It
2.
literally is called Logo.
They literally just call it a logo. Jesus Christ, how low rent is this?
Alright. Well, now you can go finish the stage. Yeah, this is where you came in from in the first place. So, you just turn to the right and that'll take you to the boss.
Alright, get those missiles equipped.
You need to walk further to spawn him in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Oh, a missile. Oh.
My one
The game
weakness.
The game knew the second the guy was dead. Oh yeah, you could go through.
All right. Now let's see. Can you figure out how to beat this boss fight?
Is it going to be any different? I'm assuming no.
No. But can you figure it out? How good is your short-term memory?
Not very, but we'll see what I can do here. Okay.
I'm guessing the brief shot in the ending, by the way, is an indication that this is not the actual lady. This is just a robot version of her.
Remember, like, she was, like, split up into something or other, I think. Like, because she was telling you, like, hey, you need to stop me. Because I am doing all this stuff.
I think that's a different lady. Remember, this is a world of a lot of ladies. I think that was the one on the train in the kind of secretary suit.
Well, she already got Pax Corpus.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah! I love that animation.
All right. You might want to equip your missile now. Or this. Yeah, we'll do.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, random henchman, only a missile will do. The final boss of the game, blaster fire. Alright, let's see what's different.
Access to the elevator authorized.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel so rewarded. I feel so smart for having solved this game's mystery.
Also, no password to the final level, so...
Yeah, we noticed that. You only get passwords up to level 5, which is, again, needlessly cruel, which is staying in theme with this game.
Also, no cutscene. I think what's basically going to happen is when you get to the end of the game, that cutscene isn't going to just stop abruptly. That's probably what's going to happen.
Were you in a sauna?
I think you're in a... This reads more cold to me than it does hot.
Oh, yeah, you know, yeah, I'm seeing the icicles on the ceiling now.
Deep freeze. Uh-oh. Did I beat the level too quickly?
Imagine.
Huh? Did you? There's nothing else to collect. I mean, as far as I know. You're on the path.
So what?
Did you go back the way you came by accident?
No, there was no freezer.
No, you didn't go in.
Okay,
I have no answer.
There are 2 maps. Oh, this map, to be fair, is tiny. So I think you just went directly to the exit.
Well, good for me. I'm not particularly compelled to go back.
I see what happened. So what you missed out on was just another item.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Makes you immune to damage of freezing rooms for a limited period of time.
Yeah,
it's
fuck
for
that.
It's to help you in this area.
Yeah, so you may need it. We'll see.
Yeah, because I think you're gonna just constantly take damage here.
Can I get chopped up by this? No, come on. Game's no fun.
I am Headful, mentioning Blue Stinner flashback. The amazing freezer section.
I think I'd still rather play this than Blue Stinger.
Oh, hell yeah.
You might want to, if you can still rewind back, you might want to.
Because hey, at least in this version, you could get the anti-freezer item before you go in the freezer area.
Whee! There we go. Okay.
Okay. This is a very small map, though, so.
Yeah, yeah. How could you? Just a little worker droid.
Yeah, I'm
Put
heartless.
their little
what can I
arms out
say?
going, no!
Okay, cool. That's where you can get Pax Corpsified if you want.
Well, that lets you heal, remember.
Yes. Hold on. Let me cook.
Let me cook our protagonist alive on the lasers.
Okay, maybe we can't jump over that. Alright, what am I missing in here?
Well, I just realised there's little guys in these things. There's a little heads poking out.
Oh yeah, that must be what you're getting Pax Corpus from. Maybe. I don't know.
No, it's
I think
from that
it's
little
the-
blue pad in the room.
Yeah, the pad at the back.
I think that 3-for is possible to jump. It would just be really, really hard.
Oh, let me go back to the.
You can just go through this room too, also, and just walk to the other side.
Yeah. You just do a big U shape to get to the other side of the lasers,
Yeah. Like this. This was also an option.
and there you go.
I want to get a running start on my moving and shooting.
Oh, that's actually very convenient that it opens up for you
And closes.
when you try to.
I
leave.
think the robots.
Cold crystal.
There you go, cold crystal.
The robots are what...
I bet if you walk over that way, it will turn off.
Well, you do need to go to the freezer room to.
Yeah, see, and you can go back to that other room to heal up before.
Or we
the
can just
final
end the
level.
level
Oh.
and have full health in the beginning of the next level.
Does it heal you up to full?
You know, it might
If
not
you
matter if this
die-
thing...
Well, yeah, but remember, it erases your inventory. So you probably don't want to do that if it doesn't. Does it heal you?
I swear it heals you.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I see. I thought you were going to start the level and then die, and I was like, oh, that'd be bad because it deletes your inventory space if you.
Full health.
Oh no, there you go.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Nice.
Before you move on, first of all, I don't know if that's a thing you need to activate. Yes. Oh wait, or
Yeah,
does
yeah.
it just? And now you might want to turn on time stop too,
Really?
because that just. Yeah, think about it. You don't have to fight this shit. Now you can just go.
Let me keep it equipped just to be safe.
And as the guide mentions, because I mentioned about when you die, you lose your items. If you die, your first attempt with the crystal, you've lost the crystal. You can't do it again with the crystal. You would have to, if you were back in the day, little boy with your little PS1 enjoying your game, you would have to redo all of the level 5 mission stuff to get the crystal back. That's so brutal.
So I totally blew up the fan. Not that
I
it
don't know if
really-
that's your actual objective.
Oh, I do need to activate the crystal.
Yeah. Oh, you've got like one hit to death now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's.
Bear in mind, the crystal does have a limited amount of use. It can expire.
Yeah, there's a time limit on it.
Yeah. I'm just... I know the two possibilities are either, the harsh reset when you die is to extend rental times, or it's some sort of weird programming RAM issue of like they couldn't keep your inventory in memory, or they couldn't figure out how to do passwords per load, like level.
Or to track variables with passwords, like, you know, what your inventory is, in the way that, like, a Metroid on NES could figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, neither's a good excuse. Just trying to hypothesize why it's like this.
Okay, I found a second.
Your cold thing ran out, by the way. Although you are in a... Yeah, you're not in a cold place anymore, though, it looks like.
They do mention Time Stopper is quite useful here for just making it, you don't even have to bother with the enemies.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
No, it's just... That would have been so ironic if we weren't using... Not ironic, that would have been so tragic if we weren't using, you know, rewind.
What a mean trick, though. And even when you know it's coming, the game is still so fucking cumbersome that it almost doesn't matter. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What kind of rainy day am I saving this shit for anyway, if not this? God, I hope these hit.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I have wanted to see this. You know, the closest to this being a mechanic in the game is Super Hot, but the idea of shooting bullets that don't, you know, because you think of most games do the bullet time, slow down. The idea of being able to shoot a bullet and then it's stuck and you can like set up. I want to see that in the game.
Launch sequence activated, by the way.
Pax Corpus. Yeah, take that, Pax Corpus. You're going to space.
I guess it is a different cutscene.
Okay, I'm convinced these are breaking.
Yeah, okay, also back away from the microphone. That was so loud.
Oh, was it? Oh. There we go.
Yeah, just okay, so clearly this is broken. Is this the ending of the game that we're missing out on?
Yep, this is the end.
For fuck's sake. Well.
Short episode, though.
Where is just the ending? The ending FMVs.
Am I gonna have to go onto YouTube to watch this shit? Is that where we're at now?
It is looking that way, yeah.
Let me see if there's anything I can do here. Skip BIOS. No. Software renderer. Let's try it like this. I don't know if it'll make any difference at this stage, but...
Launch sequence activated.
I doubt this is going to work, but I... Oh, even
no,
better.
It worked worse.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah, maybe asynchronous.
Well, it'll be too late to change that now, wouldn't it? It would have necessitated playing the entire game up to this point.
Oh,
Did we miss out on bits of the bad ending as well? Then is that what that means?
Probably. Yeah.
I think I know what would have happened, which is it would have just cut to one of those ladies sitting at her chair and taunting you.
Well, I want to see that.
In case this doesn't work, I have timestamp linked to the ending in the stream room. Oh.
All right, note to self. Use synchronous cutscenes from here. Do the setting I did.
All right, let's hear the ending.
this.
Good work. Dino Gem awarded.
I grant you this victory, but do not underestimate me as Elise did. A day will come when you will no longer have the luxury of resisting me.
Great.
Wow.
That's it.
That was super worth it. Hell yeah.
Also, thanks Carmen for redeeming something right in the middle of the one line of dialogue. Just...
Oh, dirty pot.
Now I kind of want to go back and get the bad ending again, but
Do you?
and it'll take like 10 seconds, give or take.
Oh, from where you say? Oh yeah, you have a save state in a good spot. Never mind.
Unless we save state it again.
No, I don't think he did.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
But then again,
Okay, so that's still accurate
what-
though. So they still only flashed that for a frame.
Yeah. That's why I keep rotating save states, but still,
Well,
I'm
Rick's
pretty
here.
sure.
Well,
Yeah, all I have to do is go right.
and then beat the boss again. Awesome.
Yeah,
I love
this is nothing.
video games. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Yes. I wish that's how
I know,
damage in
that's-
real life worked. Like if you were taking, 20 hits a second, you would go. Like
Like trying to find a push wall?
Choke 'em. Yeah.
Hard be for me to question your judgment. I'm not sure why you decided to deliver the missile at point blank range on the guy who does melee damage.
Let's hope this actually loads. That's-
Well, as they say in Latin, c'est la vie.
Man, this is gonna be a short episode, huh? If I had known, we would have gone long on the first episode.
Yeah, yeah. And this game was paced weird. It's hard to tell like how long upcoming parts were gonna be.
Okay, I have an idea.
Mhm.
We'll worry about
Did it
this
work?
first. We'll worry about this, and then I have an idea on how to artificially extend the stream a bit.
Okay.
Is it time for her to start shooting? Yep.
Yep. At least we get to see her death animation again, because it's great.
Oh, hang on. Yep. Let me adjust my ankle.
Yeah. Forgot to tie my shoes.
Huh?
Hmm.
You know what? Oh, I see. It's because that thing landed on me. Cause
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. But what if it happened like this?
Access key incomplete. Self-destruction sequence activated.
So that's, I guess that is your hint. Yeah.
Nice try, Callie. You've perhaps stopped my plan, but it's only temporary. Pax Corpus is still alive.
peace. That's it.
Hey, I was right. Also, I had a real bad urge during that when she started talking to go.
Good work. Dino Gem awarded.
Well, now that we've thoroughly shown off everything there is to show off in this game, I suppose we should fade out of the game, show ourselves on screen real quick, and let me ask for your thoughts on PAX Corpus, starting with you, Sharky.
Glad I didn't play it. I said in the last one, but it really does seem like it managed to downgrade from the prototype to the final product, just in terms of how it played, like what systems were in place and all that stuff. It's not okay. We have to consider the fact that we use save states and we use rewinds, because part of me wants to say it's not as cruel as I thought it was going to be. But there is the knowledge that if we had died in any of those parts and we weren't rewinding or we weren't save stating, we would have no items in our inventory. They would all be wiped. That is super fucking mean. That, like, dying just means losing all your progress back to the start of whatever area you're in and not having access to your healing items, your weapons, which do make a big difference if you use them. In that very final section, you wouldn't have access to the item that makes the whole, survive the freezer more doable. And there's no password to get back to that final section. Yeah, this game was mean. And also just didn't seem that well put together. Like, Cryo is, as I said, not one for ambition, not one for trying. But man, they were not great at executing at all times. And I think I'm not sure how much better this would have been if it properly had the Æon Flux license. Like, if it was probably still going to be the same game, just with like maybe some different cutscenes or something like that. I think you said they were talking about making animated cutscenes for this,
Yeah, something
right?
like
Originally, like that would have been cool, but like the game itself would have probably still been the game that we got. So maybe it was better for Æon Flux's sake that it wasn't then tied to something, deeply embarrassing. Good thing that never happened to Æon Flux.
Yeah, no, never ever.
But what's a shame is that in that very last level, and it's probably a remnant of being Æon Flux, in that very last part, where we got to the part of the people carrying the coffins on their back, and like the chessboard room with the ghostly guy, and even to a certain extent that weird final boss turning into like a centipede robot thing, it's like you almost saw ideas forming. Like ideas forming out of the corpse of what the game used to be.
The corpse, some would say.
Yeah, but this doesn't come together. I can see why this is considered like wretched. Why it did get panned super hard early on. And I can't blame them. It is interesting, but I think it is interesting academically more than interesting as a game in and of itself. I think that's my thoughts.
All right, very good, Johnny.
Okay, so as mentioned in the playthrough, but to hammer home, having been completely fluxed, my capacity for flux has been overfilled. You really see how little like of the aesthetic and stuff was changed, and also having that prototype and seeing even the enemies and layout of the prison level were the same. As it just some of the mechanic stuff was changed. That very little was done to separate the IP here. So I feel confident saying in a what if this had come out as an Æon Flux game, as much as it does represent some of the abstract art house feeling, and even a bit of the visual design of Æon Flux, just not really, but a little bit of that. This would not have been a great representation of the action of that show. Æon Flux is a very fluid, mobile, slinky character. I think if you were doing it this era, you should have made like a 2D side scroller that probably would have done like animation cells similar to the show style digitized or something. Even though that kind of stuff had phased out for the PS1, trying to do this ambitious like Tomb Raider adventure game thing where she's like very slow and clunky and moves like not just like because it's not tank controls essentially, but like she has the weight of like a mech suit or a tank. It's weird. Um, as a standalone piece, yeah, it is one of the cruelest games we've seen on here. Just the most punishing for death. Of you'd think, oh, okay, well you can retry a level as many times as you want. Yeah, but you're cut off at the knees, and like any items you had are gone, and there are very set pickups in levels, including like key items that can disappear from your inventory. Um, I don't know. I speculated if it was because they knew this was short, so they had to extend rental time, or just a lack of foresight for how to design a game that a human who is going to stumble and get things wrong. Because it's not just that, but just how easy it is to die in a level. Just, oh, here's a platform that the draw distance doesn't really let you see as a pit, or asking you to do these incredibly precise jumps that some of them even look like aren't doable. You have to be, almost pixel perfect. It is, yeah, it's brutal. It's not hyperbole to say that if this had been someone playing on real hardware with, similar or even maybe better skill as a first time playthrough, this would have been 7 parts, like a 30-hour playthrough maybe. It would have been brutal. And
The
thankfully, we don't live in that universe where someone tried that.
I saw a stream of this on YouTube, and I was trying to figure out how long the last level was going to be, because the
Mhm.
long play of this game is only like 48 minutes long or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like ridiculously fast. I saw someone actually stream the whole game through in one sitting, and it took them 7 hours.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, bear that in mind. Also, to the point where you were saying, and I was saying too, about how your inventory is wiped between deaths. If I read the guide correctly, there is one item that does not follow that rule, and that is the logos you pick up to get the true ending. So if you pick one up and then you die, that stays in your
Yeah.
inventory. However,
Okay.
the item does respawn if you died in that level, so you can pick up infinite number of the ending items that you need
Of
for no
course,
good
of course.
reason.
Yeah. Um, to give some, like, praise, though, again, obviously, it's borrowing incredibly heavy from its Aeon Flux roots, though you can tell its original, having seen the animated show, that, again, some of the abstract art house stuff, like, yes, that final level had some of it going on, but I'm also thinking of the level that was kind of in the garden with the upside down pyramid. Um, if the game had a slightly better technical art direction, because the game had such a brutally short draw distance for this style. Um, but there is that's probably the bit that shines through the most. Is just like there is a style there, and they did carry some of that into the way. Um, oh, I've forgotten. Kima, Protag. Some of that style does carry over into the way she animates. Though that's also a negative because there's so much animation priority on these like slow, mo-capped, like or maybe digitized rotoscoped performances. So it's it's a mixed bag there. But yeah, it is again as Charky said, fascinating academically. Actually trying to play this, especially outside of the modern confines of what emulators allow, would be painful. This would be one that even in a rental period, I don't think I would have kept up with. At a certain point, I would have just said like, I don't know, I'll get a stick and a hoop and go outside.
uh, Also, I would like to give one last addendum for Cass says their piece. And maybe this is a bit unusual for me to say during one of these playthroughs, but hey, shout out to Bloomer_AU on GameFAQs for the guide for this, because this is like one of the best guides, one of the most
Oh, yeah.
coherent guides I have ever had to refer to for one of these Let's Plays. This would have taken so much longer if we didn't have
Yeah.
this resource. So I
Phenomenal
actually do want to say that
guide.
out loud.
Yeah, giving clear direction, giving maps for every level, something the game probably should have done.
Mm-hmm.
It is primo, especially compared. Like we've seen some kind of rough stuff. This one is
If I
wherever
could
you
go
are,
back in time to
thumbs up.
if I go back in time to when they wrote it, I would tell them, thank you. By the way, it is February 13th, 2001. I need to tell you about September. Listen.
Well, hopefully we
Now
can push
that's
this
it.
guide to be guide of the month. Hopefully it's not too
With
late
any
to
luck
do
at
that.
all, yeah, get the
Yeah.
polls going. Wait, no, they're still running. Who's the best video game protagonist? Is it Link or is it Cloud Strife? I gotta vote in that. I guess it's my turn, right?
Yep.
Well, another playthrough we just finished recently, another two-parter, was The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, which is another licensed property. I guess this isn't technically a licensed property, but you get what I'm getting at here. And on the conclusion of that playthrough and my wrap up and my final thoughts on that game, I said that that game is like a great entry level bad game. It is a bad game, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, that is, that anyone can pick up and reasonably complete. It's not a big time investment, and it's not particularly difficult. So, knock yourself out if you're looking to just get a bad game under your belt. PAX Corpus. This is some advanced tier bad gaming. You have to know to look for it. Being a European exclusive release that was barely advertised, that people didn't know about in its time, that punishes you at every conceivable turn and every conceivable facet. It's the contempt that Cryo had for their players it has to be seen to be believed. It has to be played to be understood. This is some, like, you gotta really love bad games to suffer your way through this one rather than just watch someone else play it for you, which I'm glad we can provide that service, because I wouldn't recommend PAX Corpus, believe it or not. Even to the Æon Flux superfan, your time is better spent doing anything else besides playing this game. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't control in the ways that it needs to for what it is. It's such a brief game. If you really like look at it and you summate it, if you really took the lump sum of it and condensed it down, there's barely any game here. It's 6 missions. The first 4 barely count. The levels are so short. I get that the map would have been helpful because so many of these levels feel so samey. The walls and the halls and the ceilings and the floors all sort of blend together to make every procession of rooms feel like it's just like interchangeable rooms, that you don't have any sense of forward progression for that reason. But seeing now at the end, yeah, they should have had the maps, but I see why they didn't put them in. They didn't think it was necessary for how brief and how mostly linear these levels are. So I get it, but they make up for how short those levels are by making them so fucking punishing. And then having one really drawn out level, that Mission 4 one with the clones, that one just was...
Yeah. Oh.
That was maybe one of the worst levels in video games, in my mind. Like, I think that game is a microcosm. That level is a microcosm for the whole game, in that it's asking you to do this elaborate sequence of events, requiring combat in a game where the combat mechanics barely work, where your lock-on is barely functional, and we're standing in place to shoot. Is a death sentence, and where your dodge is ineffective, and then you can go on and on and on in the ways that the gunplay and the melee in this game both fall completely flat. In the ways that you're expected to platform, with a camera that doesn't fucking function, with jumps that are so impossible to gauge the distance on, owing in part to the camera and perspective and into the view distance, the things of that nature, and just how clunky the control is, and how the punishment for failing to live up to the game's exceedingly high expectations of you as a player is to have to start things from the top, punished by losing every single one of your items. Doesn't matter how far into a level you are, because there's no goddamn checkpoints in the levels. Just back to the beginning. No room to figure out what you did wrong in a lot of cases. Like, sure, you can tell yourself like, oh, I missed this jump, or I fell a little short, I went a little too far. Now imagine that coming at the tail end of a 30-minute level that you've already played like 60 times, that you've died and respawned 60 times, and suffered through those load screens, by the way, every time as well. And getting to the last section, the last thing you need to do, and failing there, and not having an idea, because maybe the camera didn't cooperate, maybe the camera was stuck inside a wall, and you didn't witness exactly how you died the last second, and then grinding your way through that level again, making it to the end, and still being basically blind to what killed you. It's shit like that that's just so wanton in its cruelty. But, you know, at the same time I say all this, is this a case of deliberate consumer sabotage by Cryo? I don't think so. Cryo were, as we've been saying a lot, they were ambitious. They put out some games that were good at moments in time, but they were also, you know, too obtuse for their own good. Their mysteries, their puzzles were sometimes a bit too heady for the casual consumer. And when they dumb themselves down to produce like a standard action game, they still can't help but overcomplicate it with layers of mechanics that are effectively meaningless or completely obfuscated. They just don't have a grasp on the fundamentals of any of the genres they attempt to ape, whether it be 3D platforming or 3D combat. I do think it's unintentional. I'm not going to accuse Cryo of making a game that was deliberately like mean to players. I think it is just like good intentions executed on incredibly, remarkably poorly. And you know, how much of that is the retrofit? How much of that is owing to them building this game with Æon Flux in mind, getting so far into development, let's say like they're 90% done with the game, and then suddenly to have that license pulled out from underneath them, the thing that was going to sell their game, but they still got 90% of a game, so what do you prioritize? Do you prioritize that last 10% of the game and in doing balancing and bug fixing and in quality assurance to make sure it's streamlined? Or do you just fucking swap out the assets, do the bare minimum you need to do, and then get that game out the door? I think that's ultimately the situation they ran into here, and it's an unfortunate one. And it's one where, you know, I would more seriously consider not putting this product out into market in the state that it's in. Just being so content light, being so compromised at every turn, knowing that,
At what point with that though, do you as a company have to be like, we sunk so much money into this project that the only choice we have is to try and recoup a fraction of it somehow?
Well, you know,
Like the honorable thing to do would be to say this game is bad and no one should play it. But, you know, perhaps realistically it's like you gotta.
well, I would make the argument that the manufacturing run, the print on the discs, is an expense that could have been spared if they had chose to abandon early. If they had chosen to say, well, we're going to cut our losses now, rather than print, you know, 100,000 copies or whatever, you know, the minimum production run would have been. And, you know, I guess they tempered their expectations enough by not releasing in North America, by making this a PAL exclusive. So maybe they had a sweetheart deal. Who's to say? We're not going to know the specifics of the business dealings that led to this game ultimately releasing the state that it was in. We can only make educated guesses. That's where my money sort of is that, you know, at some point they made the cost-benefit analysis of finishing the game in any capacity, whether it was good or bad, putting it out into market and letting it do whatever it was going to do, which is what they did. And I guess some number cruncher, some bean counter, determined that it was best to put it out, like the way that you said, is, you know, let's try to recoup some money off of this for all our wasted time and the wasted pursuit of licensing and so forth. It stinks because Cryo probably could have done a little better on this if they had stuck with the license. If they had been able to hold on to it, I should say. It wasn't their fault that they lost it. It was just an unfortunate series of acquisitions and mergers that were outside of their control that led to it being taken away. But I feel like you don't pick Æon Flux to build a game around unless you're like passionate about it, and unless the folk at Cryo saw it and it appealed to their sensibilities. as a bunch of Frenchies, and in the French New Wave influences on Æon Flux and the weird abstract nature of it probably spoke to these guys. They were probably pretty excited to be working on this game, and if they'd been able to see that initial vision through the completion, given it the time and attention it deserved, it still wouldn't have been a great game. I don't think we were going to get gold out of this, but I think we would have gotten something that's probably a bit more playable, a bit more fleshed out, feature complete, tested for quality, assured even. But not the world we get to live in, not the world that Cryo got to develop within. And that's unfortunate, because Æon Flux deserved a good video game. Æon Flux deserved more in general, more attention, more of a following. It's genuinely neat, and I think a game in this style could have theoretically worked. I know your pitch, Johnny, for a more 2D type of game that would have played more into the art style. I don't know. They were doing some interesting things with shell shading on the PS1. You know, maybe 97 was a little early for it. People hadn't quite cracked the code on it. But Cryo were masters of like some weird technical implementation stuff. They were doing some weird shit on the PS1. So maybe they could have figured something out. Or more likely they wouldn't have. More likely the prototype Æon Flux that we played briefly in the first episode is how the final game would have looked, more or less. Which is more or less how this PAX Corpus ends up looking, just with a model swap. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's very easy to say this game is absolutely worthless without merit, that it's effectively unplayable, and you could be right in those counts. But I'm mourn the game that wasn't, the game that could have been. I see what they were cooking. I see their appreciation for the original form factor, for the original vision, for Æon Flux. And, you know, I'm just bummed we didn't get that. Now, with all that being said, Æon Flux did get a video game later down the line. Did get its video game in 2005, November 15th, to tie into the 2005 movie film starring Charlize Theron. This one developed by Terminal Reality.
They of Walking Dead Survival Instinct fame.
Yeah. Published by Majesco Entertainment. So, I thought because we finished the not Æon Flux game a little early, we should play at least a little bit of the actual commercially released Æon Flux game. Not a lot. We're not going to start a whole other full playthrough here. I just want to see at least a little bit of what this game looks like, because I got no clue.
Now, are you going to get copyright struck for this? Because I don't know. Does this use actual footage from the movie?
No. We are going to be good, because this is more show accurate than the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is a strange one.
Well, we'll see it shortly then.
I've briefly messed with this a few times, and now having the full context, having caught up with the show, this is one I actually would want to play all the way through. Oh, okay. Well, we got animated footage, so maybe that's what's gonna get us.
Interesting that this has animated footage at the top. A strange choice, considering that this is
That's what I was hoping was going to happen.
There you go. Well, this is CG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What I was really hoping for was like a seamless merge between the animation and the actual live action movie.
Well, you're saying this wasn't seamless? That this transition wasn't seamless? Get out of there, they're gonna sting you.
They don't seem too bothered with her, all things considered. Like, I feel like they had a lot of emphasis to try and sting her.
Yeah.
All right, this is my shit.
Just gonna quickly point out, you see these soldier designs? That's not how they look in the movie. That's how they look in the show.
I love scenes. There's a great scene in the movie Shoot 'Em Up, where Clive Owen is jumping down like the center of like a spiral staircase, and he's just like twirling and shooting, and he kills like a billion dudes that are walking up the staircase as he's like going down.
And she died.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
I feel like she had a lot of options rather than grab the bomb, fall down a hole with it. Like, she probably could have not grabbed the bomb.
Outfits. Fashion.
Oh, you can kind of see what they are, though.
Yeah, I can see some are way more show, like animated show accurate.
Ooh, like that one?
Oh, hell yeah!
Huh.
Holy shit, this might be the best game ever.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Look up some cheats. See
Okay.
if there's a cheat just to... Movies.
Okay.
Just watch the entire movie. Okay, animated box set. So they were advertising the cartoon
Yeah, 'cause
here.
The same
Oh, wow.
time...
All the cheats are in the NATO alphabet.
Hell yeah! I'm bad. Whenever I do this, I just make up afterwards. I never remember them.
I know up to Hotel, and I know Lima, but I always forget India, Juliet, Kilo.
Okay. It's a little spread out. In terms of, I assume when it says outfits in a weird way here that... Okay. So go to that. So, let's see. First one would be Alpha Romeo Mike Sierra.
They're beginning to feel pain. The human soul is fragile.
Hey, okay.
That's one of them.
Okay, yeah. So that's
Some of these unlock multiple ones, I think.
Yeah, so that's kind of closer to what the movie outfit looks like.
Give me another one.
All right.
Please tell me Foxtrot uniform works.
Bravo Lima uniform Romeo.
You said Bravo Lima Romeo?
Uniform Romeo.
Uniform, yeah. I'm really hoping
All right.
Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo works.
Go ahead into the next one.
This one's boring. I mean, it's cool,
It's
but
boring. It's very late season. I guess season
Charlie.
4 technically.
This is a long one. Charlie Lima Lima Oscar Tango.
The human soul
Hotel Echo Sierra.
oh, Echo.
Imagine me, I was pointing out it's weird. It's just not an unlockable code.
I realized I could just tell you the words that we're spelling, and that would also do it.
Yeah, that would also work. Let me just check to see what outfits. Freya, so I'm assuming this is another character. Hostess Judy. Una. Fashion Una.
Yeah, these must be game exclusive characters.
Okay.
1 sec.
Golf Romeo Alpha Yankee. Gray. Bless.
Thank you.
Alpha Yankee.
So I'll mute button one of these days.
I have
Fame.
3 more codes after this.
God, the slow turnaround. There's no way to make it faster. There's no button to
Yeah.
Next
accelerate.
thing you're spelling is movie.
Great.
Movie.
It's a groovy time for a movie time. So grab
Is
your
there a
cheeks.
code? Is there a code for Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo?
No. There's
come on.
Foxtrot uniform golf.
Oh, wait, I'm losing sight of the letters here because of the way this is laid out. It's actually sickening
Alright.
to look at.
It is a bit, yeah.
Mike,
Hey.
Oscar, Victor, India, Echo. Okay. And then there's 2 more.
Yeah, let's just
I
enter
think-
all the cheats. Let's just.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you should be doing. Urban.
Oh boy. I shudder to think which one this will unlock.
Maybe it's like urban warfare, you know?
Just this is the developers of,
And then white.
was it Spook House? I don't know what it's actually called. And I think of some of the cheat Easter eggs in those games.
God, have I mentioned this screen is sickening to look at when you're trying to scroll
Yeah,
through all this shit?
The lack of gaps
Oh,
between the words. as
I
we put the
am
cheats
missing
in.
one more. I am missing one more here.
Oh,
Jacket.
great. I'm gonna have to spell this shit out.
Hell yeah.
Juliet, Alpha,
Juliet.
Charlie.
Yeah, I know how to
Kilo,
spell
Echo.
it. It's just the looking at this screen that hurts.
Yeah. Echo, Tango.
Okay.
That's all the ones I have access to.
Bomber jacket, always a good look.
I wish you could turn this around manually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I, but can't always get what you want.
Ooh. And then those 3 have no codes attached to them, as far as I
Bummer.
can tell.
Ah, yeah, skill only.
I really wanted to unlock Cloud Strife here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we got to see all that. I'm gonna pick the model behavior. Oh, I see. This is this is
The
level
first level?
select. Yep. I wonder if this means we accidentally missed the intro cutscene to the game. Probably.
You want to go to the main menu and... Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, this is the opening.
Diffused, Chairman. No casualties this time, thank God, but...
But who knows next time?
Pardon me, Chairman?
You're right, of course, Counselor. Steps must be taken. Thank you for your report.
Certainly, Chairman.
Owen, you heard all that? We have to do something, my brother. Something clever. The people are bored, restless, without direction. They need an outlet. They have jobs, but require something to fill their leisure time. Something.
We'll call it pornography.
Distraction, spectacle, something that couldn't matter less.
Something called September.
Owen, did you just say sex?
And violence.
Well, that goes without saying, doesn't it? Violence, sex, spectacle, and seasonal. I feel an idea coming on. Something distinctly Roman.
Chairman, the Fashion Council is calling as requested. Shall I put them through?
As I requested? Ah, Oren, well played. The Fashion Council, eh? I would have gotten there myself, you know. Yes, please, Sathandra. I have a proposal I believe they'll be excited to hear.
They pick up the phone and he just says, sex.
Sold.
Hangs up. Yeah.
Yes, fashion of the fittest, time-honored and much-beloved spectacle held here in Central Bregnite to signal the arrival of the new season's collections. What's happening backstage, Erskine?
Ooh, it's tense back here, Keller. Tonight's models are preparing to take the runway. They're edgy tonight, like something spooking them. We've heard the 2-minute buzzer, and the designers have been escorted.
Wow, they're all Piano 3.
Ooh, and here's a surprise. Dietz Lafrache's favorite model, Squalor, has been replaced at the last minute.
Really? Who is she? Who is she?
Not sure yet. I can tell you I've never seen her, but wow. She's taking the runway now. Get an eyeful.
All right.
You know,
Get ready to strike
you
the
know
stuff.
what? The idea of, like, fashion show / Running Man is actually kind of sick.
Yeah.
Of course, I said it first. Ladies,
This probably would have made more sense if we were wearing the fashion outfits.
Yeah. But still, good look. All right.
Hey, bomber
the
jackets
objective.
are back in.
So, a few things. That design for Trevor Goodchild, that's not how he looks in the movie. He looks completely different. His politics are completely different. His brother's the villain, who is an invention for the movie.
How
God, that
heavy
movie is
are you,
so
by the
bad.
way, that every time you jump, it goes... Poof. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was just they were spicing it up. So yeah, so I'll give this game one thing. It replicates Aeon's the way she moves around things really well.
Hey, is this game actually cool?
Yeah, no, this game is actually cool.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know how the whole game holds up, because apparently Terminal Reality made this in 9 months, which is commendable.
Oops. Hey, you know what? It didn't punish me.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oop.
And now
You
you
got punished.
Exit bottom to descend gracefully. Well, I missed
Where's
that
the
step.
checkpoint?
Yeah. Again, we're just being so accurate that sometimes Aeon just
Sometimes
dies.
Aeon dies.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me this game doesn't checkpoint. Don't tell me
Well,
this.
it
Well,
can.
it probably does checkpoint, but it probably didn't expect you to just
Yeah,
ignore the tutorial.
That's the problem, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, hell yeah.
That's cool. Wherever you were.
That's just bonus
Guys,
points.
speedrun this shit.
Alright, controls. Camera. I just want to see what we're working with here. Cool, cool.
Subtitles, good. It has widescreen.
Ooh. I like kicker objects, yeah. I was talking about this with Carmen, friend of the show in the Discord. I've messed with this. I do want to give this full game a chance. It could be a bad game, Hall of Fame game, because it fits that kind of weird, janky, licensed, underappreciated thing that I like to showcase. Plus, I would get to rant about that movie. I need to get it out of me at some point.
Alright, doing much better this time, much cleaner.
But yeah, someone at Terminal Reality must have loved the animated show and somehow negotiated a contract where they didn't really have to pay attention to the movie.
It was the right move.
And also, this is Charlize Theron playing the character here. This is her voice.
She hadn't said anything yet, but...
Yeah, but just in case we don't get to like any dialogue heavy
They got
stuff.
her in the studio to be real quiet and recorded it.
Boom! Disqualification equals death.
Yeah, I remember getting a bit tripped up here. Yeah. What they wanted you to do is to run sideways on the wall and then jump before finishing the wall run.
I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to figure that out on my own.
Yeah.
Well, there were like markers on the wall saying run, jump.
Yeah. It's a smart way to do a tutorial, to be like, well, this is a game show. These are the markers saying where the contestants go. It's a smart way to integrate it.
Tough to tell yet. Melanie Q is wearing Mishkin tonight, and they're both big favorites.
We're coming to the end of the first round of Fashion of the Fittest. Join us for more state-sponsored mayhem
And style.
As
Vault off barrier for extra height and distance.
Yeah, this one, yeah, there's a way to do it running as well. It's a bit weird. Oh yeah, you could kick those just for funs. That's your reward for being stylish.
I think I should
Yeah, you
kick
gotta-
something into there.
Yeah.
Man, the crowd really loves that outfit. Just listen to it.
Yes, it's a real treat to be part of a populace with such a...
I feel like this should be in game shows, that there should be a spot where contestants can just kick a ball into a hole over and over again. Not for prizes or not to progress anything, just so people can watch someone kick a ball over and over again.
Yeah.
right, let's make a little more progress.
Found the entrance to Trevor Goodchild's laboratory complex. You've got a short break before your second round on the runway to check it out.
Got my phone?
Here, remember to return it to me before you hit the runway next round. They've installed a roller system down here. That means they're moving tons of something in and out.
That was
I find this
$7,000 worth of
design-
dialogue, by the way.
Yeah, I find this design interesting because I think in the movie they make this character her sister,
Inside a roller?
but in the show this was like the Monacan lady who did translations for her that fell in love with that bird guy.
Really? You?
Yeah, how do you think I got in here? Wait, what do you mean me?
Also, hello Laura Bailey. I can tell that's you doing your teenage girl voice.
He's doing very well tonight. A 3-year veteran.
Oh yeah, check this out.
Oh, yeah.
What is this game?
Yeah.
Ready?
It's-
Go!
It's
Fallout!
It's a Wolverine origin situation where it's like this is the better product than the movie it's based on. Or which memory card?
I think this one. I think this is the one that's my general memory card. And the other one, the one with more blocks, is the one I use for fighting game saves. Because I like to keep those games separate from the real video games.
You know what? How I do my memory cards for emulation stuff is genre.
I know it's Cass's thing to moan about emulator, but I'm gonna take a turn. Why is there no memory card manager in PCSX2?
Because there are tools that already exist for it.
I know, but I should have to download weird. Like there should be a way to load into that memory card BIOS thing, or just something in the emulator to let me move save files over.
Oh, you can theoretically load PCSX2 into the PS2 BIOS and do that.
Okay, I need to look into that then.
Goodchild's working on something we aren't supposed to know about.
That's what makes it fun.
Get us some samples if you can.
Let me out of here. And vomit.
Nah, if only Kojima worked on this game, he would have put it in. Also, that's not how the guns look in the movie. That actually looks like the show again. It's such a weird game because it's like lore from both versions. It's
Got that?
Okay, let's
well, look at that. The more things change, the more they stay the same. This was what you were doing in PAX Corpus as well. Was jumping and rolling under lasers.
Yeah, but this one has a little bit of a better grip on what that should control like.
Oh yeah, it's just this is why I find this is a funny comparison because it's doing a lot of the same ideas.
Activate security turret.
Wow, it's a good thing we avoided breaking stealth earlier. It's a good thing we avoided those lasers, huh?
What country is Æon Flux from again? I mean the character, not the show.
Okay.
Brenya.
Well, it depends. In the show, she's from the other side of the wall. She's Monacan. In the movie, there is no other place. The Monacans is just the name of the rebel force.
That's enough.
Because the movie is that typical Hollywood thing of just, oh, well, we've got to change like all the plot points because those don't work in the movie.
Have you played enough of this game to know which version of that this game does?
No, but from the synopsis I read, it is the movie premise where Monacan is the rebel force. But I completely forgot that the Trevor Goodchild design and personality was from the animated show. Like I said, the Wikipedia claims that it tries to come up with an explanation. So I don't know if they're going to go for some sort of multiverse thing or like weird clone thing.
Oh.
There is a style meter in this game, by the way.
Yeah, this game has a weird but fun combat thing. Where you like build out combos and then you do like specific finishers. Yeah, do the wiggle. And yes. I will say one thing, on real hardware, this game has some real bad PS2 performance problems. Like it especially that modeling area, that bit will dip to.
Yeah, even PCSX2 is chugging a little bit there.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, this is the big thing. Yeah.
Throw, recover. I want to plant a spider bomb. That seems like it'd be the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where are they going to spawn in the next guard?
Myself is red already, so there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if they want you to do the health one or if they'll just eventually open the door.
Oh, you can do the health one after you get this guy to red.
Nope, that was the wrong one. I already forgot which is which because there were so many of them.
Square is health, but now you're at full health anyway.
Yeah, and I think the style thing is just like you hold it down unless you do specific things or certain moves, use the meter.
Suspect spotted.
There we go.
Did you heal by breaking a guy's neck of your legs?
I might have.
Like, I feel better now that I've done that.
Wouldn't you?
That's just what I needed.
Yeah.
I think I might have to try this game.
Yeah, this...
Yeah, again, I don't know how it holds up as a whole game, considering they made this in 9 months, which, even for the PS2 era, that is a rush job.
I guess I could recover flechettes, right? Is that one of the things I could...
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't remember which button that was, though.
Maybe square, that's the one I haven't done yet.
I thought square was... Well, I'm not going to say what I thought square was. I don't want to confuse you.
Yeah, that's the... Yep.
I can't go that way.
Nah. Yeah, it was the right area, though. There's a purple bit you go to in there.
Wait, hold on, what's this?
Well, that's where you need to go, but you need to be a certain circular form to get there.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And yes, as Magic Mouse in chat points out, I forgot to mention, this is the same engine as Blood Rain 2.
Ooh.
Awesome.
I'm getting the feeling of Minority Report from some of these like physics going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, early physics before Havoc really standardized things.
Back when they were fun.
There you go. So there's one specific thing I'm waiting for. Here we go.
All right, this game's great.
Yeah, this is based on an early scene from the animated show. This never happens in the film. She never does this. So I'm going to tell me you absolutely loved Æon Flux. I don't know who you are, but hats off to you.
See, that's telling me that I need to never use my gun and wait for those moments. Because you ran out of ammo way too quick.
Yeah, but they did give you ammo for it, so maybe that's better, easier to control later on.
But I'd want a lot of ammo just to continuously, you know.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And of course, there's codes for everything. There's, you know, ammo codes. There's something called free fatalities. I don't even know what that means. I don't think.
I wonder if that just lets you do those health instant kills without having to lower their health.
Oh, maybe.
Complete with suspended victims.
What's he wearing? There, on the back of his head.
The Pax Corpus mask.
Expect. Why don't I bring a few samples?
Yeah. I do need to mess with this more to see how Charlize Theron's performance is, because I don't think it's her fault, because she is an awesome lady. Check out Atomic Blonde. I don't know if she was like miscast or just terrible script, but she plays the movie mostly emotionless or just I'm in love with Trevor Goodchild. Oh, my memories. I don't know. She might be a bit too young for the performance, but she's open. Like the quote I found was that they quote fucked up the movie. So
I think you want to go through the door.
Yeah. You're getting a bit ahead of yourself, from what I remember. And one thing I found out after watching the film is apparently 30 minutes of the original cut before they like booted the director off, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna fix this."
Can you not shimmy up a pole when you're on it?
I think so.
Well, I would have missed that if I...
Oh, so you just gotta wait. You see they move?
Oh.
I think you need to jump now onto that blue one.
Yep, okay. Understood.
Yeah.
As if I was the one playing.
Yeah, it's this very Prince of Persia 3D at the time, or like God of War platforming. Watch out for the balls, though. I will say neither the show or the movie has this ball thing, so I don't know where that came from specifically, but...
Metroid, I would imagine?
Yeah, well, I'm not against it.
Yeah, when did Metroid Prime come out?
Oh, yeah, years before this.
Yeah, because that, especially in that first section, like, the part where we were going down that shaft with, like, the ribbing on it, I was like, that was pure Metroid Prime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The boost, do the boost.
Wait for it. There we go.
God, Nintendo, let us do this with Samus. Let the morph ball just be a wrecking ball.
Oh, yeah.
Some distance on that one.
Yep. Yeah, Match Battles confirms Prime was 2002. But yeah, I was curious about it. And yeah, apparently there's just 30 minutes of extra footage and a completely different card out film that just, I guess it's never going to see the light of day until someone leaks it. Yeah, this bit's a bit weird. There you go.
If you can grab 4 of those, we can run a full analysis. But hurry, the second round on the runway is coming up.
Yeah, you did it. You
did it, yeah.
Yes, you need to find...
Yeah, and then you jump onto... I'm gonna get you.
Ooh, good catch.
Don't mind if I do.
Is word not going to get out that the lady who was in round 1 just came down, killed a bunch of their scientists, and went back up for round 2?
Well, A, she's killing all these guys, and B, with the weird relationship that Trevor and Æon have,
he might just let this happen, just to be like...
Yeah. He does that.
Let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I fucked that up pretty bad, but let me see.
Where the checkpoint is.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about the checkpoints in this game.
Beginning of the level. Come on.
I want to say no, but we'll see.
Opening cutscene.
Oh, you know what? Not great.
This is pretty bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's the trying.
Again, made in 9 months, so I was expecting issues. But yeah. Could be a potential bag game Hall of Fame playthrough in the future.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of promise to this, just from the bits of it I've seen.
Yeah.
Gotta view that intel capsule.
I'm fairly pleased with the progress you've made thus far concerning the M-Fruit. Each day brings us closer. Soon the fruits of our labor will feed all of Bregna.
Well, there you go.
Fruit.
I think I will lose that current progress. So, let's talk about the game that Æon Flux deserves, and this seems like it might be. Even if this game ends up, dragging or having whatever faults this game may well have, this is at least closer to what Æon Flux deserved. At least it is stylish, has action, some free-form movement, and so forth. I get the feeling that if you were a fan of the show, this might have served you okay. Of course, you might not have known to buy it if you hated the fucking movie.
Yeah. No, if you bought this on release, you would have got a ticket to see the movie in certain places.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Take a look at some of these. Again, I was hoping that one of these would just be, her original, animated series.
Considering it's supposed to look like, I never know how to pronounce her last name. Charlie
First name's
Theron.
Charlize, yeah.
Charlize last name. Anyway, considering
Theron,
it's supposed
yeah.
to be her, maybe she wouldn't be cool with as skimpy as an outfit as Æon Flux usually has.
I mean, I want to say the war one, that is one from the show. Pretty much. That's the closest to show accurate.
Yep, that parse. Well, anyhow, that's as much of that as we're going to show off. This is not the Good Game Hall of Fame, unfortunately for us. But maybe I'll play a little bit more of that at some point for myself if one of you doesn't beat me to it, if one of you doesn't decide to try that out for yourselves and report back to me on it. But cool that it exists. Cool that that one is clearly a love letter to the animated series. More so than the movie it's directly licensed off of.
Yeah, oh boy. Oh.
That's so curious. What a strange turn of fate.
Yeah.
What a strange history to Æon Flux in video games. Well, glad we saw that. Glad we played PAX Corpus all the way through. Someone had to, right? Oh boy. Well, on that note, folks, thank you for tuning in to the Bad Game Hall of Fame, to PAX Corpus Episode 2. We hope you enjoyed our suffering, and even maybe enjoyed our enjoyment at the end a little bit, as we got to play something nice for a change on the show. Yeah, it was a deeper cut one. I'm glad it won the Patreon poll that it was put up in. I already forgot what the other options in that poll were. I think it was PlayStation games beginning with the letter P. So I think there were a few other contenders in there that I assumed would take it. But Right Game won, in my opinion, in this case, because that's one that we definitely needed to show off and talk about. And hey, we'll have a new Patreon poll up soon, and it's going to be a Halloween-themed one, since we are fast approaching October on the Bad Game Hall of Fame, which means that we'll have all sorts of spooky surprises in store. But first, we got to finish out the month of September, and I should probably take a look at the stream schedule, let folk know what is coming up on the show. Tomorrow, Friday the 26th, Johnny will rise once more to honor in Jet Li's Rise to Honor on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I believe he'll be finishing it in the course of that episode as well.
Yep. That Ryan Analog 6 is going to get slapped around on no one's business.
Very good. Saturday, September the 27th, the Simple 2000 Eurotrip Addendum, in which we cover a handful of games of European published D3 publisher localizations. Ones that we missed the first time we went through, trying to cover every game that had that stipulation attached to it. So look forward to that. If you are someone who's been with the channel for a minute now, since the days of the Simple 2000 Euro Trip, maybe you went back and maybe suffered through all those episodes and are trying to figure out what audio should sound like on a video game stream. It's I know some people look back fondly on the Euro Trip, and why shouldn't they? It was fun. It's just there are things about the production on that kill me. But if you can suffer through some of the poor production, it's definitely a fun series to go back on, and this will be the capper to it 2 years after the fact. Monday will be Casual Mondays, as always. The show will replay not so bad games and shoot the shit casually, one might say. So please to consider tuning into that. And Tuesday, September the 30th, will be Mr. Bones. Not quite in October, just the day before October starts, but we wanted to start it off a little early with our Spookies festivities. And that Saturn game, not necessarily spooky, despite the fact it stars a skeleton, a titular Mr. Bones, if you will. But we'll have some things to say about that game, to be sure. So please to look forward to our playthrough of that. And then Thursday, October 2nd, will be our first proper October stream. And it will begin the playthrough of whatever wins that Halloween Patreon poll. So we'll have that up soon for folk to vote on over in the Patreon Saints channel of our Discord server. So let's get into the plugs, why don't we? For starters, if you like the show, you might consider joining our little community of connoisseurs over at discord.gg/bghof. Talk bad games, good games, every game in between, things that aren't games, and join the Bad Game Club, which is wrapping up for the month of September, where we have been playing Burnout Legends for the Nintendo DS and commiserating on it between folk who have played it. And I'm sure we will have a properly spooky game in time for October, starting as soon as Johnny picks it out, because Johnny is in charge of the Bad Game Club over on the Discord. Do you have any ideas in mind?
Honestly, I gotta think.
Well, you got
it will
some
be
days.
spooky. I guarantee spooks.
All right, very good. And we mentioned Patreon polls. We mentioned a Patreon channel, the Patreon Saints channel of our Discord server, which is access granted to folk who subscribe on Twitch, pledge on Patreon, or are members on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access on that Discord server to the Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote on those polls, make suggestions for the show, gain access to exclusive content, the works, everything you would expect from a subscriber exclusive channel for a show such as this. And we'd also just appreciate you on a personal level for helping support this goofy ass show that we put on. If you can't financially support us at this current juncture, we completely understand. If you're still looking for a way to help us out, you might consider going to our YouTube channel, finding the suggested viewing playlist, 20 handpicked episodes that we think make for fairly solid onboarding onto this show of ours. Or maybe you know someone who's a big fan of Charlize Theron.
Hell yeah.
And they'll get a real kick out of the last hour or so of this episode. They'll just tell them to skip directly to that part. No context for the previous 4 hours worth of... We leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. We leave it to your capable hands. Those are the plugs, right? Yeah, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Really so.
Whew. Well, in that case, let's see about a raid if anyone is streaming. Few people are. Would you believe that other people are streaming at this hour on the website twitch.tv? Well, I see that Zofar, he of Zofar's Domain, is currently playing Virtual Hydlide.
Yeah.
As part of their subathon, and folk may know that we are the world's leading experts on Virtual Hydlide. We wrote the definitive article on it, badgamehalloffame.com/virtual-hydlide. So maybe I'll plug that in their chat when we go to raid them. Just mention, that little factoid, that fun little factoid. But let them know the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you either way, if you happen to head over that way. And hey, that will do it for our little show. That will do it for PAX Corpus. Thank you again for suffering with us. I have been... Cyberpunk Cassidy.
I've been Charky Mediocre Child.
And I've been Sacus in Capite, Johnny Baghead.
Very good. And on that note, bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Doodles.